How are you American truck drivers out there doing today? Hope everybody's being safe, keeping it between the lines, watching this winter weather as it rolls through. I've seen online there's been quite a few accidents out there on the road. I'm glad I'm not out there in it at the moment. I'm at home on time off. But I'm sending my prayers to y'all. Stay safe. If it don't look good, park it. Anyway, I know I've heard some stories over the years from different drivers, so I know I'm not the only one who's encountered this on the road. I never have been one to much truly believe in ghosts per se, but I had a couple experiences that were odd. Let me just say, really odd. As you know, on the road you can get tired, your mind can play tricks on you, and maybe that's what it was. But anyway, I'm going to tell you two personal stories about myself that I personally went through out on the road. And later on in another video, I'm going to make some that I've heard from other drivers and different things that have happened over the years. Okay. Now, this first one was probably about 2009, and it was in Maryland, southern Maryland. I was parked in a rest area for the night. Oh, probably, I don't know. I've gotten there maybe about 11, sometime between 11 and 2 in the morning, somewhere in there. It was late at night. I'd just gotten parked. I was running refrigerated back then, but I was empty. I had emptied out earlier that day and was running to go get another load. I was headed down into Virginia. But anyway, I laid down. It takes a little while to get through driving to wind down. I wound down, went ahead and laid down. I want to say when I laid down, it was probably closer to 3 by the time I got laid down. And I kept hearing these noises, and at first it was real faint. Well, I'd get up and I'd look out the window to see if there was anybody around or anything out there. Didn't see nothing. So I'd go back to bed. Kept hearing it. Each time it got a little clearer, but I never could fully understand what it was or who it was. But I'll tell you what I heard. It sounded like a group of men playing cards. And it definitely was from another era. It wasn't from any time recently. I could tell in the language that the way they spoke. It wasn't like how we speak English today. It was like I'm not an expert in languages, but it'd be like if you took our language, the way we speak today, mixed it with the British. Maybe if you put the two together, that's about what it sounded like. Words we don't use anymore were used in their conversation. And it really sounded like they were playing cards. I got out of the truck several times that night. Every time I got out of the truck, I wouldn't hear it anymore. My TV was off. My radio was off. I never figured out where that noise was coming from. But if any of y'all have had that experience in Southern Maryland, man, leave me a comment in the comment section here. I'd sure love to hear about it and see if it was similar to what I went through there. Ever since that happened, I don't park in Southern Maryland anymore. I refuse to. I'll stop early and park somewhere else or run my clock completely out to get past that area. I will not park there anymore. Another bad experience I had, I was picking up an Interplast near Lolita, Texas. And I parked at I guess it's an old school there. Ended up looking it up later. And it's a closed down junior high, I believe. It's in Lolita, Texas. I think 1593 is the road that goes through there. And I ended up looking it up because it's not too far from home. It's within 100 miles of where I live, where I'm from. So anyway, I had parked there. I was delivering over at that Interplast the next day. There was a Mexican food restaurant across the field and then across the street. It's within 100 yards. So I went over there, got something to eat, went back to the truck, went to sleep. Woke up later that evening and couldn't sleep. It was probably about 9 or 10 at night. It wasn't real late. But I was sitting up front smoking a cigarette, letting time go by. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I kept looking over, like, what was that? Wasn't nothing there. It's like, crap, I'm still waking up maybe. Take a drink of Dr. Pepper, continue smoking my cigarette. Well, I kept seeing something out of the corner of my eye. Finally, I ended up catching it. And what it looked like, the silhouette of a child running is what it looked like. Well, I get out of the truck, something like, no, maybe a kid got out, and they're over here. Maybe their parents are looking for them, who knows, maybe go catch this kid. Because I can tell the building's closed up. All the doors are wooded up, everything's wooded up around it. And when I walked around, it looks like they built a volunteer fire station on the other side. So I wasn't thinking, kid ain't supposed to be out there running around. So if there's a kid out there, definitely somebody's probably looking for them. And it's a little bitty town. I doubt it's even got a police station. But anyway, I circled that place and circled that place 2 or 3 times. I never found that kid. Nobody ever came looking for one. Never did see it anymore. But later I was talking to a family member about it, and they were like, yeah, they'd heard about something like that before. So I got online and looked it up. Turns out that school is closed down now, and it's on one of the top 10 most haunted places in Texas. So if you ever go by there, you can park there. There's a gravel lot between it and the road. You turn onto Walnut Street, I believe it is, and then you can access that lot and park right there. But I definitely saw something there that night. Saw it several times, that's a for sure thing. I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it. But, drivers, we park all kinds of weird places. If you got a story and you've experienced something out there on the road, something haunted, drop it down in the comment section. I want to hear about it, I find that stuff kind of interesting. So check it out. Also, if you get on my Facebook, Morgan Colt Buckley, one of my pictures, and it's one of my profile pictures from a couple years ago, I posted on there. But in the picture, it actually looks like behind my seat, down in the bottom right side, is a face. A friend of mine, after I posted it, noticed it. I had taken a selfie sitting in the driver's seat, and a friend of mine noticed it. It freaks me out every time I see it. But shoot me a message. I'll shoot you that picture. Y'all can check it out. You have a good day. Stay safe out there. Everybody be careful.